One of the biggest topics around LLM is when it comes to inference, which means when we actually serve the model to start generating output tokens. And depending on what system you use to serve LLMs, end users will experience different results. For example, when we go to ChatGPT and interact with the chatbot, it might generate its output at a certain speed, while when we go to Gemini, for example, it might generate its output at a much different speed. We measure this in what's called tokens per second. And depending on what system you use to actually run your large language model, the same model can be served at varying speed. And there are tons of systems out there like Llama CPP, vLLM, SGLang, TensorRT LLM, HuggingFace TGI, LM Deploy. These are all a classification of inference engine that allows the model to be served. vLLM is a system that really stands out as a tool that allows you to run your model with high throughput. When you start to serve LLM beyond a single user or a single instance to multiple users across multiple instances, what starts to happen is that the underlying system that runs LLM needs to serve multiple requests at a time. And since during inference, your prompt is stored not only in memory in terms of KV cache and auto-regressively appends during its decoding phase, having a system that can actually manage this KV cache efficiently is very important. vLLM is a system that introduced an extremely efficient way to manage the KV cache where at any time, it showed a significant improvement over existing systems that often wasted up to 60 to 80% of its memory in fragmentation, overallocation, or both. And vLLM introduced what's called PageAttention in order to actually create virtualized KV cache that was inspired by how paging systems work at the operating system level. So instead of over allocating your space where you prepare for the worst case in terms of how much the model will generate in output, vLLM, instead of padding the memory used in pages that grew in size, which frees up the memory to be used more efficiently as it processes many requests at a time. And not only was this more efficient in the, let's call it storage Tetris game, it means that the underlying graphics card was busier. But it's important to keep in mind that vLLM isn't necessarily an end-all solution. It means to solve throughput problem on a multi-user and multi-requests, but other inference engines prioritize other metrics like CPU/RAM in the case of llama.cpp, or optimizing to the vendor in the case of TensorRT LLM for NVIDIA, as well as better optimization support for running the model for less RAM requirements. But learning how to use vLLM to serve LLM as more and more large language models are innovated, but also being able to serve it beyond a single user instances, but sharing them across multiple users from server side is going to be an extremely important skill to monitor and optimize how your hardware is being used to provide services. Learning how to use vLLM is going beyond being impressed by an LLM, but actually trying to productize LLM so that you can monitor its tokens per speed and its outputs and its throughput as the number of sessions grow with various prompt requests in sizes also changes dynamically. And managing this exact stack is what vLLM allows you to work to lower the latency and maximize concurrency using vLLM. In this lab, we're going to learn about how vLLM turns a basic LLM setup into a production-ready inference server. We run small LM at 135 million with HuggingFace, then with vLLM, and compare the speed. We will visualize the KV cache problem, see how PagedAttention fixes it, launch an API server, stress test it with concurrent users, tune parameters, and build a monitoring dashboard. This lab takes about 40 to 50 minutes to complete. When I open the lab, I'm dropped right into the scenario. Access the lab using the link in the description below and follow along with me. The intro page tells us that we are an ML engineer at Inference.io, a startup building an LLM as a service platform. Our CEO just signed a deal to serve small LLM to multiple concurrent users. Our current HuggingFace setup handles one request at a time. Our mission is to use vLLM to build a production-ready inference server. The lab has a setup step, 8 tasks, and 4 knowledge checks. The tasks cover HuggingFace baseline, vLLM inference, KV cache problem, PageAttention, API server, multi-user load testing, parameter tuning, and a monitoring dashboard. The first step is to verify our environment. Run the following command and then python/root/code verify environment.py. This script checks that all required packages like vLLM, transformers, and Gradio are all installed, downloads the small LM 135M model, runs a quick test generation, and confirms everything is ready. Wait until you see the environment verification complete message. Now we move to task 1, which is about running naive HuggingFace inference to establish a baseline. Open/root/code/task1 HuggingFace baseline.py. You have to complete 2 to-dos. At line 30, replace the blank with HuggingFace TB small LM 135M to load the model, and at line 49, replace the blank with 50 to set the maximum number of new tokens to generate. Run the script with python/root/code/task1 HuggingFace baseline.py. The output shows the model loading, generating text, and reporting tokens per second. This number is our baseline that vLLM will beat. Now we move to task 2, which is about running the same model with vLLM. Open/root/code/task2 vLLM inference.py. You need to complete 2 to-dos. At line 36, replace the blank with HuggingFace TB small LM 135M to initialize the vLLM engine with the same model. At line 40, replace the blank with 0.7 for temperature and 50 for max tokens to create the sampling parameters. Run the script with python/root/code/task2 vLLM inference.py. The output shows a side-by-side comparison of HuggingFace versus vLLM tokens per second. Notice that vLLM is faster, even though it is the exact same model and same prompt. This proves that the inference engine matters, not just the model. We have a knowledge check about the inference basics. The question asks, what is a primary metric used to measure how fast an LLM generates output? The answer is tokens per second, because during inference, the model produces tokens one at a time through autoregressive decoding, so tokens per second directly tells you how fast user sees responses. Now we move to task 3, which is about understanding the KV cache problem. Open/root/code/task3 KV cache problem.py. You need to complete 2 to-dos. At line 26, replace the blank with 512 to set the maximum sequence length. At line 52, replace the blank with allocated minus actual divided by allocated times 100 to calculate the wasted percentage. Run the script with python/root/code/task3 KV cache problem.py. The output shows how traditional systems pre-allocate worst-case memory for every request. Short prompts waste massive amounts of space because they get the same allocation as long as prompts. You will see that memory utilization is only about 20%, meaning 80% is wasted. This is a KV cache bottleneck. Now we move to task 4, which is about page attention, the solution that vLLM uses. Open/root/code/task4 PageAttention.py. You need to complete 3 to-dos. At line 29, replace a blank with 16 to set the page size. At line 51, replace a blank with page size to calculate how many pages each request needs. At line 66, replace a blank with total page allocated to calculate the paged memory utilization. Run the script with python/root/code/task4 PageAttention.py. The output compares contiguous allocation against page allocation. Instead of pre-allocating worst-case memory, PageAttention uses small fixed-size pages allocated on demand, just like how operating systems manage virtual memory. Memory utilization jumps from about 20% to about 95%. This means 4 to 5 times more concurrent users can be served with the same hardware. We have a knowledge check about page attention. The question asks, what operating system concept inspired vLLM page attention mechanism? The answer is virtual memory paging. Because just like an OM divides RAM into 4 kilobyte pages allocated on demand, vLLM divides a KV cache into token-sized pages allocated on demand. This eliminates fragmentation and over-allocation. Now we move to task 5, which is about launching vLLM as an OpenAI-compatible API server. Open/root/code/task5 API server.py. You need to complete 2 to-dos. At line 99, replace a blank with localhost at port 8000 version 1 for the base URL and not needed for the API key to configure the OpenAI client. At line 105, replace a blank with HuggingFace TB small LM 135M to set the model for the completion request. Run the script with python/root/code/task5 API server.py. The script starts with vLLM server in the background, waits for it to be ready, and then sends a test request using the standard OpenAI SDK. This means any application that already works with the OpenAI API can switch to your self-hosted vLLM server by just changing the base URL. The server stays running for the remaining tasks. Now we move to task 6, which is about stress testing the server with concurrent users. Open/root/code/task6 multi-user load.py. You need to complete 2 to-dos. At line 97, replace a blank with 1, 5, 10, 20 to define the list of concurrent user counts to test. At line 117, replace a blank with total tokens divided by total time to calculate the aggregate throughput. Run the script with python/root/code/task6 multi-user load.py. The output shows a load test table with results for each concurrency level. As the number of concurrent users increases, total throughput goes up because the hardware is being used more efficiently through continuous batching. Per request latency increases slightly, but the overall system produces more tokens per second. We have a knowledge check about throughput. The question asks, what is the main reason vLLM achieves high throughput than naive inference engines when serving multiple users? The answer is vLLM efficiently manages the KV cache with PageAttention, reducing memory waste because by using paging instead of contiguous pre-allocation, more concurrent requests fit in memory at once, and the hardware stays busier processing tokens. Now we move to task 7, which is about tuning vLLM parameters for production. Open/root/code/task7tuning.py. You need to complete 2 to-dos. At line 164, replace a blank with 64 to set a shorter context length for the configuration. At line 173, replace a blank with 8 to limit the number of concurrent sequences. Run the script with python/root/code/task7tuning.py. The script restarts the vLLM server with different configurations and benchmarks each one. You will see how lowering max model length reduces memory per request, while limiting max number of steps controls how many requests are processed at once. The right tuning depends on your workload. Short prompts need lower max model length, and many users need higher max number of sequences. Now we move to task 8, which is the capstone. Open/root/code/task8dashboard.py. You need to complete 3 to-dos. At line 85, replace a blank with requests.post to send a test request to the vLLM server for live metrics. At line 114, replace a blank with HuggingFace TPS, vLLM TPS to set the tokens per second values in the comparison chart. At line 119, replace a blank with vLLM TPS divided by HuggingFace TPS to calculate the improvement ratio. Run the script with python/root/code/task8dashboard.py. Then click the Gradio UI button in the top right to view the dashboard. The dashboard shows a comparison chart of HuggingFace versus vLLM performance, the improvement ratio, live inference metrics, load test results, and tuning configuration comparisons. This is a simplified version of the monitoring you would use in production with tools like Prometheus and Grafana. We have a final knowledge check about the trade-offs between inference engines. The question asks, when might you choose Llama CPP over vLLM? The answer is when running inference on CPU/RAM without a GPU and needing optimized CPU performance, because Llama CPP is specifically optimized for CPU and RAM inference on consumer hardware, while vLLM excels at high throughput multi-user serving on GPU. Before wrapping up, I want to highlight a few things. Inference engine matters more than you think. The same model runs at different speeds depending on the engine. KV cache fragmentation wastes 60 to 80% of memory in traditional systems. PageAttention fixes this by borrowing the virtual memory paging concept from operating systems. vLLM OpenAI-compatible API means zero code changes when migrating from OpenAI. Always tune max model length and max number sequences for your specific workload. Monitor tokens per second and latency in production to know when to scale. That is it. We went from naive HuggingFace setup that handles one request at a time to a production-ready vLLM server with live monitoring. We measured baseline performance, saw vLLM speed average, understood why the KV cache is the bottleneck, learned how PageAttention solves with OS-inspired paging, launched an OpenAI-compatible API server, stress tested it with up to 20 concurrent users, tuned parameters for production workloads, and built a Gradio monitoring dashboard. You now understand why companies use inference engines like vLLM to serve LLMs efficiently at scale.